We're recording. Hi, I'm Jennifer Chu from ITR Physical Therapy, and I'm here with Susan Moore, who's a registered dietitian and functional nutritionist, who's agreed to kindly be a speaker at Women's Health Wellness Day this year. It's a multidisciplinary event at the District Architecture Center on September 21st. Susan, I was wondering if you can tell us a little bit about yourself as a dietitian and what got you involved in functional nutrition.
Would love to. I have been a functional nutritionist for several years, and before that I practiced in a wide range of settings, everything from eating disorders to psychiatric settings. I worked in outpatient, inpatient, and one of the current one of the underlying themes in all of that was that there was just so much more to the picture than, oh, what did you have for breakfast, or what are you buying, and that there was like a core underneath that until that got resolved, the bigger health issues weren't going to get taken care of. And nutrition was a large part of that. Not all of it, but a large part of it. And as you know, with functional nutrition, it's I always tell clients, it's like a big skein of yarn, and you've got lots of things going on that you're addressing at one time, trying to organize it. And so I started off about, oh gosh, over 10 years ago working with food sensitivities, because I just saw a real need. I was just getting more and more clients coming in with these, complex medical issues that traditional medicine was just kind of wrestling with. And I started looking into food sensitivity testing. I really liked the results, and that kind of launched me into functional medicine. And with that, I just started kind of pulling more and more things in.
Yeah. Well, with my physical therapy practice, specializing in women's health, we do see a lot of patients with chronic pain, and a lot of them have a lot of comorbidities on top of that. So they're having pelvic pain, but they're also having IBS and interstitial cystitis and migraines and fibromyalgia and all these just sort of whole body systemic issues, or they're dealing with something like Epstein-Barr or Lyme's. And same thing. That's why I put this whole wellness day together is, we as physical therapists do, I think, a great service to our patients, but it's often just a piece of that puzzle. And the truth is, if what's going in our bodies is not healthy, or it's a sensitivity or intolerance or an allergy, and you're creating inflammation, then how can your body heal? Like, I think what you do is so helpful and so important.
It's all part of the team, and anywhere we can tap down the inflammation helps. And it just, what you're doing to manage the inflammation helps what I'm doing with folks to tap down the inflammation, and it just begins to feed on itself.
So true, so true. And it's that team approach that can really make such a difference for people, don't you think?
It is huge. Yes.
So for Women's Health Wellness Day, you're giving a talk on functional nutrition and how to make it work for you.
Yes.
Is there anything in particular that you think people can take from that talk, or that you want to just, let people know to entice them, to let them, give them a little sense of what you're going to give us?
Yes. So what I have seen over the years in my practice is that people know a lot. They've really thought about things. They've read a lot. They've tried a lot of different things. But to get organized into a game plan that fits their life, working moms with children that need homework help at night, or odd work schedules, a wish to have like the best meals and organic, and where do you jump in and start with that? And so what I want is, I want participants, I want my clients to have confidence in what they know. I want to help them find the tools they need to put something together that fits their life. That and it's kind of for most of us, it's something quick and easy that everybody's going to like. You don't want to be a short order cook. How do you organize all that and have time to do that? And yes. And it turns out there's some really great tools out there. Some of them, once you see them, you go, oh, I hadn't thought about doing that in the kitchen. And others are apps and some computer programs and resources that you don't easily run into, but once again, once you see them and you have an idea they're around, you can do it. So we're looking at building some confidence in what people already know, and helping them think about, okay, what are the next steps? And then looking for some tools.
Wow. Yeah, I've had some issues myself, and did a lot of allergy and sensitivity testing, and really had to take a lot of things out of my diet in addition to being gluten and dairy free, and my family's gluten free, dairy free. So and I'm a working mom, and I just relate to that. And as a healthcare provider, I get the importance of it, and I still found it challenging. So, I was very motivated, as I know so many of our patients are, and I did it. But to have, if I had known, someone like yourself who could really help me with the day in and day out and give these tools, I'm sure it would have been a lot easier.
I think it is. And there's some shortcuts that dietitians use, just the hands-on, like, when I did my original training a long time ago, I needed to be able to do menu development for a 1,000-bed hospital. Well, it turns out the very same tools that I use are great for families, single people, anybody that wants to do a lot more eating at home or organizing things, or even if you're not committed to eating at home, but you have food sensitivities, or you want to improve your eating habits. Just looking at it with a different pair of eyes and a different framework.
Great. I'm so excited to hear your talk. And I just want to say thank you for being a part of our day.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so excited about doing this. I love working with people face to face, and I'm going to actually we'll start off with some Q&A, so I make sure I answer as many questions as I can. There'll be some frameworks and some tools that I'll say, okay, this is going to be our base. And then I'm going to try and tailor the talk as much as I can to the folks who are in the group.
Oh, wow. What a blessing.
If at all possible, we'll be answering your questions.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, Susan, I hope that you can join us on September 21st at the District Architecture Center. We have a group of 20 amazing women speakers lined up just for us. We have a general wellness day or room focused on, topics that any woman can benefit from, including Susan Moore. We have an experiential room where we have yoga and Pilates and mindfulness. And then we have a postpartum room where we're just going to be helping out some of our moms and things like exercise and the emotional side and the physical side of things. So we hope to see you there. Thanks so much. Bye. Don't know how to stop recording now because it's going up. Okay.